We are Team Fluffybird, myself Manideep Reddy Kota and my teammate Vivek Veman Kannati. So today we are dealing with a track one, which is basically nothing but the phishing email thing. We all know what phishing is actually. It's an attempt of stealing information from your systems. Uh, so we were giving two case studies, email 1 and email 2. One is direct deposit. Both of the emails were asking the same things. It gives a time before which they should update information, and there is a link through which they should update it. So after the summary of the emails, we understand that they both are using a common domain name, and which is wrong, and they are also using the same language. Uh, uh, and plan of action, and like any analyst, we are going to go through this plan of action. Log exploration, we explore the log activities. We found out some regular activities like the audit files and firewall entries, but we also found out some suspicious activities in there. Uh, my teammate will continue.
Okay, the main suspect we found so far is remote server login, as well as PowerShell executions, as well as trying to modify the credentials using registry, also executing the DLL files. And also some user tried to add new user domain which is having admin privileges. First, let's try to discuss the PowerShell execution that user Smith has done. First, he tried to access the LSAS memory, which is having credentials to all the users. So first he tried to hack this data, and then in the next he executed to try to download a external file which might be potentially having some malicious data. So he tried to download that and executed it using DLL. Then the user Jhips logged into some other computer which is Windows 01, and then he tried to understand the local file structure and tried to pinpoint all the file locations which he wants to store. The activity for it he makes up some new PowerShell payload which is responsible for uploading all this data to his remote server. Now let's discuss about the timeline. In this timeline, as you can see, first he tries to log in using a foreign IP, then tries to download some DLL file and then executes it. Then he tries to get the files from the GitHub and upload it to his own server, and the main file that he stolen is patient records data. And he also has left some ransom note which we already have discussed in the first slide. And J. Smith also has logged into the VPN using VPN, and then he tries to make some DNS request, and then he stores the data and exports it to his own Dropbox. As you can see, we have listed all the impacted computers. Mainly malicious DLL files and exe. We have to delete all these malicious files first as a plan of action. We can discuss more about this in the next slides. Let's discuss about the users that are impacted, which course and which course J. Smith. So if you see here, these are the files that are affected by this problem. So we need to delete all these files and make sure we rotate keys for all these users. These are the list of files that we discussed in the previous slides. The possible mitigations is to remove access for both of these users and make sure to update the registry keys as well. So we got all this data from CSB monitoring. It helped me a lot for us to understand which exact files are leaked.